Hello everybody, my name is Kanariya Eishi and I am an English Rakugo performer based here in Auckland, New Zealand. This is the third installment of my online Rakugo project, which is proudly sponsored by the Creative New Zealand. Thank you, Creative New Zealand! Now, I will be sharing the story called Nopperabo today, which means the faceless. It is a ghost story which is based on a Japanese folktale and also a ghost story written by Lafcadio Hearn, or better known in Japan as Koizumi Yakumo. And I really wanted to share this story in this project because it's not funny. Can be, there are some comic reliefs, etc., but it's quite different from other Rakugo stories. So I really wanted to show the world, that's a bit ambitious term to use, but I want the world to know that Rakugo is not only about comedy. It's not only about laughter, but it's all-inclusive entertainment art. That's what I think it is. So hope you'll enjoy this story, and please let me know what you think about the story or the project. And if you haven't liked my channel yet, then please like it so that I get motivated to keep posting stories after this project is done. So thank you so much, and hope you'll enjoy Nopperabo. It's a ghost story, so it will be a little scary. In China, they say there are yin and yang in everything. We Japanese call them in and yo. Now, yin means the negative aspects of something, while yang shows its positive aspects. They're basically the corresponding contrast, like light and darkness, or day and night, or good and evil. Now, the interesting thing is that they say they cannot exist without each other, meaning for light to exist, there's gonna be darkness. For day to exist, there's gonna be night. For Batman to exist, there's gonna be Joker. And for good to exist, there's gonna be evil. Even our hands have yin and yang. So maybe you can try this. But if you have your palms down like this, these are yin or negative hands. But if you flip them over and have your palms up, these are yang or positive hands. Suppose you see a fight on the street, and if you want to stop it, then you have to use yin or negative hands to nullify the energy. That's why people normally go, stop that, calm down. No, don't fight. So palms are usually facing down. In Japan, we have this handy consonant, ma, to stop a fight. So this is how we stop fight. I'm not making it up. So now you know how to stop fight in Japan. But on the other hand, if you use your yang hands or positive hands, then you actually encourage the fight by fueling energy into it. That's why some people go, hey, what are you looking at? And of course, yang hands can turn into fists. Now, they also say it is important to keep balance between yin and yang. Ghosts are negative beings. In Japan, we traditionally believe that they appear under a willow tree, which is a yang or positive tree. And they also appear in the summer, which again is a positive season. So this is how the balance between yin and yang is kept in this world. The story I'm going to tell you is about this Japanese ghost called Nopperabo, or the faceless, with no eyes, no nose or mouth, looking like an egg. It is based on a very famous Japanese folktale and also a ghost story written by Lafcadio Hearn, or better known in Japan as Koizumi Yakumo. Once there lived a street peddler called Kichibe in Yotsuya, Tokyo. He made goods such as combs, hairpins, cosmetics, and accessories for samurai swords. One of his clients was a lord in Akasaka. They loved playing the game of Go, and they are good rivals. One evening, Kichibe visited the lord's mansion to deliver his orders, and they started playing a game of Go. One game turned into another, and they played many games until late at night. They usually won some and lost some, but it was a very strange night for Kichibe, because he lost all the games. Kichibe, what happened to you tonight? You're not much for me. Well, it seems like I'm out of luck tonight, so I should probably go home. It's quite late. Oh, don't say such a thing. Just one more game, Kichibe. My apology, but my wife is waiting for me at home, so I should probably go home. I see. I understand. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's that late. Oh, sorry, Kichibe. I didn't realize it was so late. That's fine, Lord. I'll come back again. Okusama, I'll bring your orders next week. Goodbye now. Kichibe left the Lord's mansion. On his way home, when he was walking by the Benkei Bridge over the moat in Akasaka as usual, he saw a young girl crouching and crying under a willow tree at the bridge. She was 16 or 17. She appeared to be graceful and wore a beautiful kimono with gorgeous sleeves. Her hair was arranged like that of a young girl from a noble family. She was praying. She was praying with her hands put together like this towards the moat. Kichibe thought she was going to jump into the moat, so he rushed to her and grabbed her sleeve. Hey, wait! Hey, don't jump into the moat! Hey, what happened to you? Hey, this is no place for a young girl like you at night. Hey, tell me your troubles, and if there's anything I can do, I'll be glad to help. Do you really want to know why I want to die? Yeah, I do. Tell me all your troubles, and it feels so much better. Eh? So tell me all your troubles. Did you really listen to a girl with a face like this? Where am I? Yotsuya Mitsuki. What is that? That looks like the gleam of a firefly. Oh, that's a lantern of a soba noodle stand. Hey, what's the matter with you, man? I just bumped into my stand. Listen, I saw a young girl under a willow tree at the Benkei Bridge, and I thought she was going to jump into the moat, so I rushed to her to help her. And when she turned around to look at me, she had no face. She had no eyes, no nose, a mouth looking like an egg. Ah, I see. So, you saw Nopperabo. Nopperabo. Uh-huh. Yes. She lives in the moat and comes out on a warm night like this. Hey, but you're lucky though. Because if you had stayed there a bit longer, then you would have dragged into the moat and drowned yourself. By the way, the girl you saw at the bridge, does she look like this? Where am I? This is my house. Open the door! Open the door! I'm coming. Don't shout. Our neighbors are sleeping. Oh, sleep, man. What is the matter with you? Listen. I went to the Law's Mansion today on business and we played the game of Go until late at night. And on my way home at the Binky Bridge, I saw a young girl under a willow tree and I thought she was going to jump into the mud, so I rushed to her to help her. And when she turned around to look at me, she was Nopperabo. She had no eyes, no nose, a mouth looking like an egg. I was so scared and ran away. And I saw the lantern of a someone who seller, so told him the whole story. And he asked me, did she look like this? He kind of swiped his face at her. He was also Nopperabo. He had no eyes, no nose, a mouth looking like an egg. I was so scared and ran away, and I don't even remember where I went to, but I found myself standing in front of a house. Oh, that's funny. You're telling the truth. Oh, those stories always make me feel sick. Well, you had such a terrible experience because you played around until late at night, don't you think? By the way, did they look like this? Honey, wake up! Wait a minute, where's Nopperabo? Nopperabo? Oh, what are you talking about? Did he have a bad dream or something? Dream? Oh, thank God! Oh, it was just a dream. Hey, listen, I went to the Law's Mansion on business today, and we played the game Go until late night. And on my way home at the Binky Bridge, I saw a young girl under a willow tree, and I thought she was going to jump into the mud, so I rushed to her to help her. And when she turned around to look at me, she was Nopperabo. She had no eyes, no nose, and mouth looking like an egg. I was so scared and ran away, and I saw the lantern with someone in Osela, so I told him the whole story. He asked me, did she look like this? He was also Nopperabo. So I also scared and ran away and rushed home and told you the whole story, right? That's kind of funny, though. This is kind of funny story, yeah. And guess what? You were also Nopperabo. Don't be silly, honey. Well, you did not even go to Law's Mansion today. You had no orders from them, so you started drinking here and you fell asleep. Well, you had such a bad dream because you had a little too many drinks, don't you think? By the way, did they all look like this?